The bank said I owed $623,000 on a mortgage I never signed. Turns out, my sister used my name to buy her dream house. At dinner, I slid the police report across the table. Update 3. For the next 2 hours, I walked her through the whole story. The bank call, the mortgage I never applied for, the credit cards and loans opened in my name, the house my sister was living in purchased with my stolen identity. Detective Thompson took detailed notes, occasionally asking clarifying questions. She seemed particularly interested in the timeline, and how Amanda might have obtained my personal information. Do you share any financial accounts, safety deposit boxes? Has she ever lived with you as an adult? No to all of those, but we're close. Or I thought we were. She's been to my apartment countless times. My important documents are in a file cabinet in my home office, not locked. I felt foolish admitting this. I never thought I needed to protect myself from my own sister. Detective Thompson's expression softened slightly. No one expects this from family. It's not your fault. After I finished my account, she leaned back in her chair. Miss Wilson, I want to be clear about something. Filing this report means we will investigate fully, and if the evidence supports your claims, your sister could face serious criminal charges. Identity theft and mortgage fraud are felonies. She could go to prison. Are you prepared for that? The question hit me like a physical blow. Was I prepared to be responsible for sending Amanda to prison, for destroying her life, her marriage, her career? I thought about our childhood, how she taught me to ride a bike, helped me with homework, stood up for me against bullies. I thought about our parents who would be devastated, but then I remembered my ruined credit score, the $623,000 debt in my name, the violation of trust so profound, I could barely comprehend it. Yes, I said finally. I need to protect myself. If she faces consequences for what she did, that's her responsibility, not mine. Detective Thompson nodded. I understand this is difficult. We'll handle the investigation with discretion, but I can't promise confidentiality, especially if charges are filed. These cases become public record. I understand. She pushed a form across the table. This is the official identity theft report. Read it carefully before signing. As I signed the report, my real signature, not the forged one on the mortgage documents, I felt a strange mix of relief and dread. The machinery of justice was now in motion, and I couldn't stop it, even if I wanted to. Stephanie was waiting for me in the lobby. I'd asked her to come for moral support, knowing I'd need a friendly face after taking such a momentous step. How did it go? She asked, pulling me into a hug. About as well as accusing your sister of felony fraud can go, I replied, attempting humor, but hearing the tremor in my voice. You did the right thing, Heather. What she did was unforgivable. We went to a nearby coffee shop where Stephanie listened as I processed my swirling emotions. The detective said, they'll begin investigating right away. They'll contact the bank, subpoena records, maybe even interview Amanda. How do you think she'll react? I stared into my untouched latte. She'll deny it at first. Amanda's always been good at lying when cornered. Then she'll try to justify it somehow, make it seem like she was doing me a favor, or had every intention of paying everything back. Do you think she did intend to pay it back? I mean, I considered this maybe in some abstract way, but the practical reality, she and Brian were already missing payments. They never had a plan beyond using my identity to get what they wanted in the moment. 2 days later, Detective Thompson called with an update. We've confirmed your suspicions, Miss Wilson. The mortgage application was submitted online using your personal information, but from an IP address traced to your sister's previous residence. We're also investigating her husband's potential involvement. Financial crimes like this are rarely committed by just one person in a household, Brian. I hadn't even considered his culpability until now, but of course, he would have known. As a financial advisor, he might even have helped orchestrate the whole scheme. There's more, Detective Thompson continued. We've discovered evidence suggesting they were planning to declare bankruptcy in your name once the debts became unmanageable. There are searches from their home computer about bankruptcy laws and identity abandonment. The calculated nature of their betrayal stunned me. They hadn't just stolen my identity in a moment of desperation, they'd planned to utterly destroy my financial future, while protecting their own. A week after filing the report, I received the official police documentation, a comprehensive dossier, detailing the evidence against Amanda and Brian, bank records showing transfers from accounts in my name to their personal accounts, loan applications with forged signatures, credit card statements, showing purchases at stores and restaurants I'd never visited in amounts I could never afford. Sitting at my kitchen table that evening, I read through each page methodically, highlighting the most damning sections. The police had done thorough work, building an airtight case against my sister and brother-in-law. According to Detective Thompson, the district attorney was confident about pressing charges. Tomorrow was our bi-weekly family dinner. Amanda would be there, still believing her scheme was undiscovered. She didn't know that I'd received the foreclosure notice intended for homeowner Heather Wilson. She didn't know I'd spent weeks investigating her. She didn't know about the police report that now sat in a manila folder on my counter. As I prepared for bed, my phone chimed with a text from my mother. Looking forward to seeing my girls tomorrow. I'm making your favorite lasagna, love you both. The casual normalcy of it broke something in me. I cried for the first time since this nightmare began, not just for myself, but for our parents, whose world was about to shatter. Now you can watch the fourth part by pressing share and more.